Thanks for having us in, Mike Tirico, along with Greg Olson. Off we go from Southern California. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. From the 35, it's 1st and 10.
Set. Ready.
Now a first carry for the Alabama product, Najee Harris. And they get this one across midfield to the 47-yard line. It's 18 yards. What a great way to start the drive. It's a first down.
1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Set. 380. You're out. 380. You're out. Hey, easy.
On first down, right back to Harris. Not much happening there. Just a short game.
He was brought down by Malcolm.
While we have a moment, while we take a look at the key inactives not playing in the ball game here this afternoon.
45-yard line.
Ball spotted at the 45. Here's 2nd and 8.
Set.
Out of the gun, here's Herbert. That's complete to the TCU man, Quentin Johnston. And they'll take this down inside the 35.
14 yards.
They get 14 on that hooker. It's good for a Charger first down.
At the 31-yard line.
On the handoff, it's Harris. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
So everything this defense talks about, Mike, is creating negative plays. It's one of the best run defenses in football. Everything is about suffocating you at the line of scrimmage, make you work for everything you get.
On 2nd down, here's Herbert. We'll get this complete left side to Johnston. He'll get about 6 before he's taken down.
A bit of a quick hitter here, and what you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot, but they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short game.
Herbert going to try to throw on 3rd down, and that is incomplete.
I think he predetermined that 3rd down throw, and even though the coverage was tight, he still tried to fit the ball in there anyway, and it ended up falling incomplete. I think if he goes through his progressions and has a little bit more trust in his protection, I think there's an easier throw to make out there.
Dicker's kick is good. And the Chargers will take a 3-0 lead.
And that's a good drive right out of the gate. They're able to make some plays, move the ball down the field. I know they didn't get a touchdown, but that is a good positive result.
3 points on that opening drive. We'll see the response as the kick's away. On the return is Dylan Loudby. And he's brought down right at the 25-yard. Will use the first of their timeouts, and they'll get a chance to catch their breath over on the sideline. From the 25, they'll go to work. 1st and 10. It's a first carry for the veteran, Raheem Mostert. And they're going to mark him down up past the 35. That run good for a dozen. And a very quick first down.
First down
The ability to be effective on first down, Mike, it just makes everything else easier. In the event you do have to face a third down down the road, they're usually a lot more manageable situations, a lot easier to convert.
So, from the 36, it is 1st and 10. They'll stay on the ground with Mostert. Room to run past midfield. And he's out of bounds inside the 45-yard line. What a way to start this drive. A second big play. This one for 22. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. In trouble, and he's going to be taken down. That is the 9-time Pro Bowler, Khalil Mack, in for the sack. And that's a baker's dozen. 13 for the year. Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. From the shotgun, it's Smith. Open man downfield. He's got his tight end, Bowers. 20-yard pickup there. Good for a Raider 1st down. Here's carry number 1 for the former Bulldog, Zamir White. Good blocking to the 15. And he's in. What a drive. Zamir White, touchdown Raiders. It's his 4th rushing touchdown of the year. Carlson able to knock through the extra point, and the Raiders move out to a 7-3 lead. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. And this one sent all the way over the back line. No thought of putting this in the landing area. So it'll come out per the new rule to the 35-yard line.
Set. Lady. Route. Go.
Herbert now on 1st down. That's complete. It's Ladd McConkey. And they get this one across midfield to the 47-yard line. Love to start any drive like that. On the first play. And a 1st down.
47-yard line.
Set. Wind it. Ready.
On play action, it's Herbert. That's over the middle and intercepted. And the Raiders are going to take over just shy of midfield.
They'll take over 1st and 10. And they're on the 48-yard line.
On 1st down is Smith. He's hit after the catch, and the ball comes free. And this is recovered by the Chargers.
Mike, we hear that term run after catch so often, and sometimes people miss that there's kind of a middle phase. There's the catch. But before it turns into a run, you have to secure the ball as a ball carrier, right? It needs to be put away, properly held, points of pressure, front tip up against your body. All of that is kind of taken for granted. Catching it is just step one. You've got to secure the ball before you become a runner.
Great way to start the drive. A gain of 20 and a first down.
First and 10 at
It's a 3 tight
36-yard
end
line.
look as they have it first and 10. Another run here with Harris. This time the sledding becomes a little more difficult. They're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage.
What makes great linebackers stand out from the pack is their instincts and their vision. In this case, the linebacker has his keys, brings him right where the ball is going, and he's able to make a play at the point of attack and keep this to a no gain.
Reaching for it, the tight end couldn't bring it in. It's incomplete.
There's a fine line between trusting your arm and having a little bit too much faith in your arm, right? I think this was one of those situations here, Mike, where there was nowhere to go with the ball. He tries to fit that one in there anyway, and he's lucky that it just falls incomplete.
Here's a 3rd and 10.
Set. Delta, set. Hey, easy. We'll go orange. Set.
From the gun, it's Herbert. That's deep for the back of the end zone.
So much of that play comes down to the defender's position. Being able to get himself to a spot, get his hands on the ball, and a chance at that pick. Mike, when that ball was thrown, me and you are sitting here saying, that's a touchdown. And instead, they force a turnover, and now their offense is back on the field.
The drive begins at the 20. Here's 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with Mostert. He'll move the pile forward. Let's give him a couple. Justin Boydby in there on the stop.
22-yard line. A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8.
From the 22 now, here's 2nd and 8. From the gun, it's Gino. On the run to the right. And he holds on to it here as he's out of bounds. That's a yard or 2 shy of the line of scrimmage. Therefore, that's a sack.
Mike, these are the plays that on the stat sheet, the offensive lineman, look at the quarterback a little sideways. He has a chance to just throw that ball out of bounds, but instead, he takes it out of bounds himself, and that goes on the stat sheet as a sack.
It is 3rd and 10. Working out of the gun, Smith. That's over the middle and intercepted. Picked off by Derwin James. And he is going to bring this one back. A DB's dream. A pick 6 for touchdown.
So it's 3rd down, and it just seems clear that he's just trying to do anything to keep the drive alive, but even though you're trying to keep the punt team off the field, you just can't be careless and reckless. And that's really what he ended up being, Mike. And defense takes advantage and takes it back to the house.
Dicker, good with the extra point. And the Chargers are on top. It's now 10-7.
Cameron Dicker to kick off for the Chargers.
After the touchdown, here's Dicker out to send this one away. Laube now to return it. Across the 20, they'll mark him down before the 25-yard line. That's where the offense will take over. On 1st and 10, here's Smith. That's caught by Ballard. It's been a busy first quarter for him so far. His 3rd catch goes for a first down.
The Las Vegas first down.
A touchdown apiece here in the first quarter of play. The Chargers out to the early lead. We're back in Southern California in a moment. Quarter 2 begins. It is Raider football. So 1st and 10 here now at the 38 as we are ready to get back underway. And it's a short pickup to about the 42. Junior Colson there to make the stop.
On the tackle. A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6 at the 42-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 6. Once again, it's Mostert. He'll pop this ahead for about 4, but it will set up 3rd down.
And while that run wasn't anything really to write home about, what it allows them to do, Mike, is keep everything in the playbook at their disposal. 3rd and short, now it's up to these coaches to dial up their best short yardage play and extend this drive.
And he's not going to get the first down. They met him, brought him down in the backfield on 3rd and short. On 4th down, A.J. Cole to punt for the Raiders. On the return for the Chargers, it's Darius Davis. And he couldn't get that one to check up, and it'll keep bouncing into the end zone. It's a touchback. This drive begins with a run by Harris. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage at best. Might have even lost a yard there.
I can promise you that is not how they wanted to start this drive, Mike. I mean, to get blown up at the point of attack, there was just nowhere for the back to go on that run.
380.
Shotgun now for Herbert. That's pulled in. Najee Harris. Nice gain here. He's going to be marked down at the 35-yard line.
It's a gain of 16 yards.
Good work after the catch. They get 16 and a first down.
1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
On the give, it's Harris. He managed to get 2, maybe 3 on that count. Isaiah Simmons comes up to end that one.
48-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup.
To throw, it's Herbert. He's got his tight end, Orlando Gatson, the second. And they'll work this close to a first down, maybe just a tad short.
The drag route is such a good way to get the ball early into the hands of your tight end and take some pressure off the quarterback and give him an easy completion. The size and the athleticism allows them to try to pick up more yards, but do it after the catch.
And he's going to pick up the first down. He knew where that marker was and made sure he got beyond it.
So on these play calls, Mike, on 3rd and inches, typically how it goes is we're going to try to take a shot. Then there's a medium zone option, and then the last resort is just pick up the first down with something underneath and get that fresh set of downs. So in this case, he settles for the underneath throw, but it's still enough to pick up the first down.
He's across midfield to the 49-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
From just across the midfield stripe, here's 2nd and 8.
Built up.
Now, Herbert. The open man is Johnston. He's got it. And he'll be taken down, but they are in business inside the 30-yard line. That's his 3rd catch of this first half, and good enough for a first down.
1st and 10 at the 29-yard line.
They run it over center with Harris. Finding space at the 15. And they'll finally run him down, but he takes it inside the 10-yard line. They've got it. It'll be 1st and goal after a pickup of 21.
1st and goal at the 8-yard line.
A couple of big plays, one after the other, and now it's 1st and goal.
21.
They'll run with Harris, and he will get into the end zone. Najee Harris, touchdown L.A. Touchdown number 7 for him on the year. Good drive. They kept the ball. Greg, they moved it effectively down the field. and finish it off on the ground for the touchdown.
So often, Mike, we see teams work on a great drive to get down here close, only to settle for a field goal. But in this case, give them a lot of credit. They put a great drive together, and they're able to capitalize and finish it off with 6.
Cameron Dicker to kick off for the Chargers.
After the touchdown, here's Dicker out to send this one away. Laube now to return it. And a decent return there. He'll get this up just shy of the 30.
Their own 29-yard line.
Smith to throw on 1st and 10. Going up top. That's hard. And he'll be taken down at the 30. A big play to kick off this drive. An even 40 yards.
Both pre-snap and post-snap, this is about as well done as you can do at the quarterback position. Get in and out of the right call, identifying the holes along the back end, and then the throw. You can't put it in a better spot. I mean, that's just a big-time play.
They'll run, and this is Dylan Laube. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line. It's a pickup of 12. 1st down, Vegas.
And these are the explosive runs that open everything up. There's all this conversation about the value of the run game, but when you take a look at the best running teams, Mike, it's not necessarily how many yards they run for, it's how many big plays do they generate on the ground. And when you can generate big plays on the ground, it makes everything so much more difficult for the defense. This play here, Mike, is just all about the get-off of the defensive line. Watch how fast they go when that ball is snapped. Nowhere for this running back except to go down for a loss.
Got his man at the 6. And he's into the end zone. What a response. Jacoby Myers. Touchdown, Las Vegas. And he continues to be a focal point of this offense. Now 10 touchdown catches for him on the year. Carlson now for the extra point. The kick is good, but there are penalty flags down. They might have made contact with the kicker too late. Still a little time. Final minute of this 1st half. We'll see if they can do anything with this kickoff that is coming their way. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. Throwing on 1st down is Herbert. He'll swing this out to Harris.
Great example of 1st down efficiency. You don't always have to go for the big play, but put yourself in a friendly 2nd down. Now you have equal opportunity to both run and pass.
And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's it.
And after that short run, it puts them a little bit closer to the 1st down marker, and they're going to need to create more running room on the ground if they plan on extending this drive.
Herbert to throw on 3rd and 1. He's got the open man. That's McConkey. Now a timeout Chargers here. That's their 2nd, and it'll come with 15 seconds to play in this 1st half.
No, Mike, I really like this game plan, right? The strategy on 3rd and short so often is, okay, just get enough for the 1st down. If you decide to air it out, everything short, get a fresh set of downs. They're saying the defense is going to pack it in close. They're protecting the sticks. So let's just throw it over their head and try to go for a big play.
Glad McConkey, the one he was looking for. And it'll bring up 2nd down.
Hey, can't play. 180. 12, 12.
Throwing now is Herbert. Inside the 10, it is caught. And he's going to be brought down. And now a timeout. 7 seconds left in this first half.
Chargers, first down. First and goal at the 7-yard line.
Now a chance to pay off that big play. They have it first and goal. Again, they'll throw with Herbert. It is brought in the end zone. Touchdown Chargers.
Touchdown Chargers.
You know, we spent so much time talking about the heroics of a game-winning drive to end the fourth quarter in 2-minute mode. Now let's talk about a 2-minute mode, Mike, at the end of the first half. It might not be in walk-off fashion, but I'll tell you what, executing that here, going into halftime, changes this entire game.
Dicker to kick off for the Chargers.
3 seconds, all that remain in this first half, as that one's away. On the return, it is Trey Tucker. And he's going to be taken down. That is going to do it for us in this first half.
Dicker to kick off for the Chargers.
Third quarter set to commence. And we're back underway here on EA Sports. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through. End zone, it's a touchback. On the ground, it's Mostert to start this drive. And boy, tough to bring down there. Fighting forward for a gain of 7.
A 7-yard
I think every running back's dream is that he's going to run through a wide open hole and have breakaway touchdowns, but that's not necessarily the case very often in the NFL. So the backs that are the best are the ones that can get more yardage than maybe what's blocked for. And I think this is a nice physical game here that they can continue to build off of as the game unfolds.
A gain there of 15. Good for a Raider first down. They'll run straight ahead with Mostert. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line. Nice chunk here in this good-looking drive. Pickup of 14 and a first down. To throw, here's Smith. Back to the sideline and intercepted. Picked off by Elijah Molden. So we're going to take possession here just shy of the 20.
Mike, these are just throws you're not accustomed to seeing, especially from a quarterback that has played this much football. He's been around the NFL for a long time. He's got to make better decisions. Costly mistakes like that are going to kill his team.
And he'll work ahead for about 5 to the 25.
And he has been a handful to deal with throughout this entire contest, Mike. And they came into the game saying, we want to impose our will on the defense. And that's exactly what they've been able to do.
They'll give it to Harris again. And he is stopped in his tracks. Loss of a couple on the play.
And after that negative run, I think this changes the play call now on third down. So this offensive line has to be a lot better on first and second down to gain positive yards. Stay on track because you don't want to be in third and pass too often in today's NFL.
Throwing is Herbert on third down. Pass taken in by Harris. And he'll try to get to the marker, but he's going to wind up a yard or two short.
A gain of 6 yards.
On fourth down, out is J.K. Scott to punt for the Chargers. That's fielded at about the 18. That could have broken for a bigger return, but as it is, nice job getting his offense a start out past the 30-yard line. On first down, here's Gino to throw. He's got his receiver, and that's Jack Best. And he's very close to a first down. He's out after a pickup of 9.
Once he saw the defense, he knew that outbreaking route was going to be there. All he had to do was wait for his guy to get to the spot and drop the ball right in the bucket near the sideline.
Downfield, it's Best. A gain of 21 on that pass play. First down, Vegas.
21 yards. And the Las Vegas first down.
From the shotgun, it's Smith. He'll take a shot here, back of the end zone. That is Fox. What a throw. Dante Thornton. Touchdown, Vegas.
And this special connection between this quarterback and his receivers, it was on full display right there. Great job getting behind the defense. And then, what can you say about that ball? I mean, you can't put that ball in a better spot. With timing and accuracy like that, leads to 6.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchdown. They'll start this on the ground, and it's Harris. He'll be taken down after a gain of 2.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up second and 7 at the 38-yard line.
From the 38 now, here's second down and 7.
Hey, easy. We'll go orange. Set.
No play fake. Herbert. Little short pass here. Caught by his tight end. And a good job rallying to the football. Holds just a gain of a yard. Sets up third down.
Brings up third and 6.
Set. Lion. Hey, go lion.
Out of the gun, here's Herbert. This one is taken in downfield. Big completion. His 5th catch of the afternoon. Good for a first down. First and 10 now from the 36.
First down.
On the ground, this is Harris. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
And the big man in the middle swallows him up right at the line of scrimmage. And I think the next time this offensive play caller decides to go to the ground game, Mike, I bet he's going to find a different place along that defensive front to attack.
Set. Wide 80. Hey, ram. Ready.
Herbert to throw on second down. Quick throw, slant, caught by Johnston. He's brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up third down.
Brings up 3rd and 5.
21.
From the gun, it's Herbert. Open man, left side, he's got it. He's got a touchdown on the books from earlier, and that catch gets him a first down.
Third downs, Mike, those are quarterback downs. Those are the downs where you tend to find yourself in a must-pass situation, and that's where the top guys in the league are still capable of overcoming it. So throw the ball downfield, be accurate with the ball. Winning on third downs, that is aggressive. For success. He's done a really nice job making the most of his touches. They've made it a priority. Let's use this ground game to try to wear down the defense, and right now it's one of the main reasons why they have the lead.
2nd and 5.
Set. Delta, set.
So we are through 3. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL on EA Sports. They'll come up here on 2nd down and 5.
Set. 380. Set.
Harris going to get it here as we start the 4th. And he's into the end zone. That might be the knockout punch. Najee Harris. Touchdown, Los Angeles. That's a 2-touchdown game for him. Numbers 7 and 8 for the season. The kick is good, but there are penalty flags down. They might have made contact with the kicker too late.
Cameron Dicker to kick off for the Chargers.
After the touchdown, here's Dicker out to send this one away.
The Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Smith to throw on 1st down. And for a 3rd time today, he's intercepted. Picked off by Dante Jackson. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
It's not often, Mike, that everything breaks right for this type of return off of an interception. But boy, is it beautiful when it does. I mean, look at the defenders just flip around and become blockers, trying to spring their guy to the house. Great athleticism, some great moves on his part. And he's going to have some of his offensive teammates looking over their shoulder for their position. Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on first down, but that's exactly the case here.
Grenade.
On play action. Now Herbert. Look at this complete left side to Johnston. And he'll move this ball way down into the red zone, inside the 20-yard line.
The Chargers.
His 5th catch of the afternoon. Good for a first down.
First and 10 at the 17-yard line.
They're at the 17-yard line now for 1st and 10. Give up the middle to Harris. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
He was taken down.
The best linebackers at this level, Mike, they have all the physical attributes. That's a given. But it's really their instincts. It's their ability to dissect and predetermine where the ball is going before the ball is even snapped. And you could see with how fast he met the back at the point of attack, he knew exactly what play was coming.
And he's bottled up after a gain of a yard. 3rd and 9.
3rd and 9.
Set. Cap it. Ready.
Shotgun now for Herbert. And that is incomplete.
Little miscommunication there. Now brings up 3rd down. It just doesn't appear that the quarterback and the wide receiver were on the same page on that last pass.
Here's Cameron Dicker now on for the field goal. This from extra point range, a 33-yard field goal attempt. Dicker's kick is good. And the Chargers will add to their lead here in the 4th quarter.
And this is what you want. I mean, you clearly have the advantage, but you want to continue to apply pressure. Can you score every time you get the ball? They're able to do that here. They tack on 3 and extend their lead.
He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line. Operating from their own 23, they'll begin 1st and 10. Play action now. It's Gino. Open man. That's Trey Tucker. And he'll be brought down, but not before they get this all the way up near midfield. How about 25 yards to start the drive? 1st down. On 1st down is Smith. Now he'll air one out. Trying to set the screen there, but that's going to be incomplete. Good work. Got in there defensively, gummed up the works a little bit. And he'll bring up 2nd down.
Quarterback's lucky on that one, Mike, that ball ended up just harmlessly falling to the ground. It was that initial pressure that got to him that forced the errant throw. And fortunately for this offense, that ball didn't end up going the other way.
Under pressure, and he'll go down. They got him. Pulling Tuipulotu in there to drop him as he records his 5th sack of the year.
Sometimes, Mike, your greatest strength can also be a little bit of your weakness. In this case, he is so used to being able to buy more time with his feet, extend the play, give his targets more time downfield to uncover. In this case, nothing materializes. Tried to do too much, and as a result, takes a big loss. This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense because think, like, they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end. And at the end of the day, there's just nowhere for the offense to go with the ball.
And that's going to be incomplete. They had to take that chance. Trailing here in the 4th. They will turn it over on down.
Turnover on down.
Ball rests at the 37. It's 1st and 10.
Set. Grenade. Set.
A give, and here comes Harris. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line. It's a pickup of 13 yards. 1st down, L.A.
The Chargers, 1st down. First and 10 at the 24-yard line.
On the handoff, here's Harris running right. And this time they are ready for him. Thrown for a loss. And it's second down.
Brings up second and
2 minutes remain
at the
in the
26-yard
fourth
line.
quarter. We'll come back and finish this one off after this.
Set.
They'll run here, and this is Hassan Haskins. And this defense up to the task there. Gain of just 2, and it's third down.
A gain of 2 makes it third down and 10.
Set. Why did it
Again, they'll go with Haskins. And he's got nowhere to go. That's defensive front controlling the line of scrimmage. It'll bring up fourth down. Here's Cameron Dicker now on for the field goal. This will be a 41-yard attempt. He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Chargers will add to their lead here in the fourth quarter.
So it's not exactly what you're looking for when you set out on a drive, but at the same time, you don't want to come away empty-handed either. So in this case, they'll take those 3 points.
Bobby now to return it. We'll get this up past the 20. That's where they'll set up shop. This is first and 10. A run with White. And he's got this up close to the 35-yard line. They get 11 and quickly pick up a first down. They've got all 3 timeouts left, but need to score quick. It's first and 10. White. This time they're ready for it. Room to run the last snap. Not this one. They stop him for no gain.
Every team makes an emphasis on winning first down, but as a defense, when you're able to take them back for a loss, second and long, you can really become more of a pass-centric defense and really tips the scales into your favor.
And a nice game there. He's out of bounds, and that will bring up third down.
At this point, we're going to need 2 hands to count for how many yards he's averaged in this one, Mike. But unfortunately, it just hasn't been enough to overcome the deficit here at this stage of the game.
They'll drop to throw. Forced out wide. That is incomplete. Here we go. They're down to what could be their final play. It's fourth down.
So this is where it gets really challenging as an offense. You find yourself trailing late in the game. The defense can play you one-dimensional. They know it's a pass-first situation, so extra defensive backs, the zones and the coverage are a little bit tighter and cloudier, and he's having a hard time finding any open windows downfield.
The risk pays off to the 2 of 16 yards.
Some teams just have a stronger appetite for being willing to go for fourth down tries, even on their side of the field, Mike, and we're seeing it so much more often. The days of just pumping the ball back and forth and saying, hey, we're going to put...
And this is going to be a touchdown. Hold everything. They are not done yet. A terrific play all the way around. Finished off by the receiver, who not only made the grab, but Greg turned it up and takes it into the end zone.
And that's the tricky part, Mike, that transition from receiver to runner. And in this case, he does it flawlessly. Look the ball in, secure the catch, and then get upfield and get yourself in the end zone.
And he will get in for the 2. They open up the bag of tricks on the goal line and add a pair of points. They need a late recovery to have any chance. Here comes the onside kick. The kickoff unit is out there, and they'll send this one away.
Late in the game, this is where you see teams really start taking some chances. And boy, this was a big one, but it's not going to work out.
Handoff here with Haskins. And he will be taken down. We'll see if they want to use those timeouts, but this one is about done. Now the Raiders going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds remaining. Here's a 2nd and 6. On the give, Haskins. And a nice run. He's got a first down tackle made right at the 35-yard line. Now timeout Vegas. That is their second. And they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in the ballgame.
The 35-yard line.
Only one timeout remaining for the defense as they take a knee. So this one is over. It's in the win column for the Chargers. This was a game where both offenses were up and down the field, marching the ball at will, matching each other point for point. But in the end, got a few more defensive stops than their opponents did. And that was the...
Do you have the time to listen to me whine about nothing and everything all at once? I am one of those melodramatic fools, neurotic to the bone, no doubt about it. Sometimes I give myself the creeps. Sometimes my mind plays tricks on me. It all keeps adding up. I think I'm cracking up. Am I just paranoid? Am I just...